Hey, everybody. Hope you're all having a good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're at. I am Fear Agent, and we've got a cross keys match between the Bomb Squad and Don't Forget to Track Us here in week 5 of the league. I'm doing setup, I'm doing comms, and that's right, I'm tracking. I did all 3 roles today. So let's see if we can do this while watching cross keys. Should be easy, right? We have 2 really good runners, Adirondack Rick and Iker on the right. Don't forget the tracks with 12 points, Bomb Squad with 3. Trying to, I think they're not technically eliminated yet from the playoffs, but they need every win. Don't forget to track us right in the thick of things. So we're trying to get that win as well. Cross keys, of course, is a lot of fun. It's all the entrances are shuffled. All the keys are shuffled, so we're gonna have to find them all. And it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. All right, so let's do this. Here we go. All right, so we got Rick starting from his house, and he gets a heart. Iker gets a glove right away from Sank. Not a bad starting time. We see that Sank is actually at the Hyrule Castle today. Rick doing a little bit of a more normal, I guess. There's no real normal start. A more popular start, let's say. He's gonna he's gonna fake flipper over to the potion shop and get this check done. Iker getting that tree pull. He's gonna be able to farm with some bombs here at the front of Turtle Rock, and get full magic as well. What's nice about that bomb drop being right there is now that he can go right to the back of Escape and get those 3 checks as well. So this is working out really well for Iker here. We see the potion shop is Thieves Town. That's 4 quick checks. That's nice. And if you don't do this start, it can take you a while to get over here. We see bombs, 10 arrows, and just a heart piece in the back of Escape, so nothing big there. Rick wants to kill some enemies, maybe get a drop or 2. He gets a heart container, so he's up to 4 now. Iker looks like he's going to be doing the same thing and following Rick. He might, since he has the bomb. Oh, Rick taking an overroll death. Since he has the bomb, can check the light world hype cave here, which is dark. Hard to tell where it is. Rick does have to be careful taking 2. Everything in here does 2 hearts of damage pretty much. So I already took 1 death. Can dodge these Isaacs pretty well though. And Iker actually not following suit. He's gonna go check the vanilla mini Moldorm cave. Check. It's the upgrade fairy. We see a pod small key. No money to upgrade bombs. That'd be a great time to get like 15 bombs right there early on, but no money. And we see 2 pod keys in Thieves Down. All right. So Rick gonna take a death warp here. Continue on. He's got a hula hand, get some cash, and Iker gets another nice bomb drop from the Octoroks there. He has a glove. He could have picked up that rock and gone for a 50-50 looking for another bomb, but he's gonna check out the light world shopping mall is what we call this. And we see the dam. This is nice because he hasn't been to the dam area, and he's rewarded with 3 bombs, and then we'll be able to flood it. We see magic bat at the useless fairy drop down, so that's good information. You see Rick jumping in the water 3 times. Don't know the technical aspects of all of it, but this is going to activate the hula hand room, so he's going to be able to get 225 rupees here. maybe more. Maybe it's 255. I can't remember. It's a bunch of rupees. And we see another. Well, we don't actually see it. There's another dark room for Iker. Can't tell what it is. It's hard to tell without something to like guide you through it. He might be able to hear, like if it's where it's going. We see the right side of Hyrule Castle there on Rick's side. He's going to mark that down. Doesn't have a way to get through there with no weapons yet. Could check the connectors, but early on, not really incentivized to check all the connectors right away. All right, the damn pieces, or the flooded item is just a piece of heart. And I think that was Swamp. So Rick's going to get his glove here. And Iker taking advantage of that glove, trying to do all these glove location checks right away. We see the old lady connector on Iker's side. And takes us to Hammer Pigs. That's a hard lock there. Rick going to get his full magic and maybe farm up a couple of bombs. He might just head to the back of Escape 2 here. All right, so Iker gonna head over to Kakariko from the south. There's no quick way to Kakariko right now with the Sanctuary being over at Hyrule Castle. Is able to get one of the 50-50 bomb drops there. That's nice. Rick gonna go to the back of Escape and get his items. We'll see where he wants to go next. I imagine Kakariko is kind of spicy. We see the back of the tavern, close to its vanilla location. I missed. Where did oh, Iker gonna farm up some rubies since he didn't do the hula hand strat. Joining me now, we've got Claire Mouse doing the tracking. Appreciate that, Claire Mouse. I was going to be able to do it all. Commentate, track, and watch cross keys. I was going to set it up, but I was going to be able to do it all. But I'll definitely take some help. All right, so we're going to take our first look into Kakariko. Just an empty house there, the back of the tavern. Rick picking up a couple more rupees. His writing's been very similar to Iker, though he was able to hula-hand. We see inside Spec Rock, Iker's not going to drop down, but he's going to see a sword over there. That's nice. And Rick, this is something that happens pretty common when you're playing cross keys, is you're trying to keep track of everything, and so you're checking your trackers. You know, you got your item tracker. We see Meyer there. You've got your location tracker, and you're trying to play the game. So a lot of times you think, oh, I'm going to walk through this door when you're walking in the wall the entire time. All right, Chicken Hut, nada. Now the back of tavern here, always going to be vanilla. Nice 300. Vanilla Sick Kid location is just a shop, but not a good shop. Rick being thorough, going to check these checks over here that he didn't check because he took the connector. We see the right side of Turtle Rock. We see Bonk Rocks with just 10 arrows on Iker's side. We're going to check Agina's Cave entrance. Ooh, it's Agina, and we see Ganon at the Magic Bat drop down. We see another connector just above that, the Smith's house. That's the fairy connector, as it's sometimes called. Ike not taking any of these connectors. It's like not really worth it. You want to do all these checks before you start taking too many connectors. Ooh, this is going to get him his sword, though. We see Spec Rock. Both entrances to Spec Rock here in Kakariko. This is going to get him a sword. And we're going the north route from Sankir to Kakariko. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do this. I like this route. This is going to work out pretty well. So I believe we've seen the Magic Bat escape and Ganon from drop downs. We'll get another drop down here as Rick checks Sank. It is Lumberjack, and it is just 3 bombs. Would be able to get that if you needed some bombs, but not right now. We see the flippers from the bottle merchant. That's nice. And we see the Lost Woods here at the Cack Well. Just $20 though. And having this early glove makes this routing really nice. Able to do all these glove checks. We see GT at the Death Mountain Ascent cave here. Blind set just the shop. We see $20 on the torch. Can't get that. We see it's a bumper connector there, and we're out of Kakariko. We have the Cane of Samaria. This is a very convenient spot for Cane of Samaria, as Rick can now check the very fun tile room. Does have to be careful. This room can be tricky with no sword. It's just going to take the bunny, the beam here right away. Can use Samaria to block these things. I kind of like to do that. It's funny that Rick's bunny form is still a bunny. It does have to be careful. You're doing, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a tile, I guess. We see Uncle on Iger's side. Rick doing a pretty good job. Got to dodge all these tiles. Got to dodge the anti-fair and got to dodge the hand coming down. Nicely done. And we get a big key to Misery Mire. We don't know if that's required or not, but that worked out pretty well for Rick there. We see a small key to Ice Palace in the mushroom spot from Iger's side. Doesn't have to drop down since it was Uncle. Not sure what was there. It's hard to watch 2 screens at one time, but whatever. It's there. You see Spiral Cave in the Lost Woods. That's an unfortunate spot. We're going to get all of this. We're going to get a little high five here at the Lumberjack spot. We see that it's Useless Fairy. So that means the Cack Well, I believe, is at the pyramid. Rick not happy with those 3 bombs. Going to pick up a couple more here. He's got some cash to spare. We'll be making his way into Kakariko here soon. Iker going to join the GT club here. We'll see if he does tile room as well. I imagine he does it. No one doing Spiral Cave. Don't blame him. There is the cane for Iker, as well as his compass to Desert Palace. Crab's only given 10 arrows. Not what you're really hoping for. All right. So Iker on 2 hearts turns into a cat in bunny form. Not really sure what sprite he's using. Sure, it all makes sense if you know what it is. Is going with those Samaria strats, though. I like that. can't take any. Oh, and does take that. Tower room is tricky. Rick made it look pretty good. It is not. It's not easy when you don't have the sword or a hammer or boomerang hookshot. Iker is not going to be deterred though. He's going right back in. I like it. Being told the cat is Luna. I don't know what that means, but I trust it. All right, so Rick looks like, oh, man, this is going to be tough too because all of these things will do 1 heart of damage. Going to put that Samaria to work here, going through Spiral Cave. He should be all right, but man, mini Moldarms are the worst. See what I mean? Oh man, that mini Moldarm almost got past him. Nicely done there by Rick, and Iker again down to 1 heart. Is able to get through though, gets his Misery Mire big key. Nicely done. Takes a quick death. Nope. We see $20 there at Spiral Cave, and again, gonna have to be super careful here. We see those mini Moldarm caves, or mini Moldarms don't even want to let him down. Let's see where this connector goes. Got this, Rick. Nicely done. Samaria being put to work, and that gives us access. Oh, man, that is a bad connector, because if that's our only way to the Dark World for a while, that could be really rough. Taking it to the top of a bumper ledge there. No mirror. Rick in bunny form as a bunny still, and we see Desert. Okay, so he's going to be Death Warp here. This is actually nice. Desert might be in Logic. We haven't seen all the Light World connectors yet, so this still might be in Logic. We saw Iker just go straight for that check there at Sync, rewarded with 3 bombs. Our first check in Desert is going to be small key to GT. All right, not bad. Iker gonna take. I don't know if he was trying to fake flip or if he's actually just remembered that he had flippers, because he might have been doing the hula hand. 335. I don't think that's what he was doing. I think he is just heading over here. So he's heading over here. We'll get Thieves Town. We'll see how far he wants to continue on after this. Don't believe there was anything here. We see one of the desert connectors. I wasn't sure if he went east or west. Is Mire. We see Quake is needed for the Mire entrance. So Claremouth, the tracker, is confirming that it is desert left for Rick. Gonna check a couple of these entrances in bunny form still. There's the pack of desert. Okay. Rick might think about stealing this key here. I think that's what he's gonna do. I always get nervous when I steal keys. I feel like it's whatever I choose is the wrong choice. But we'll see what Rick does here. If he doesn't find anything else, he could just head back into desert, check those right 2 checks, and then reset that key. So that is possible. We're going to take a look over here on Iker's side. This is going to be his first look into Hyrule Castle, and I imagine since he has that sword, he will do it. We see Waterfall Fairy there for Rick, and not going back into desert. Can't get those checks. No mirror or anything, and no Moon Pearl. Looks like before Iker wants to go into Hyrule Castle, he's going to do a couple more checks here. And Rick will be heading over to Kakariko. He'll be getting his sword here soon. With those slippers in hand, and the dam already flooded, we see Iker can head in and check the first check here in the dam. And gets the hammer. Wow. This route is working out really well for Iker. So the dam is over in the Light World shopping mall. The flippers are with the bottle merchant. So what a hammer. All right. So under the bridge, we meet the hobo camping out there, and he gives us 3 bombs. Oh, I missed this earlier. The old man rescue is at the library. So trying to find that actually seems pretty important because that will give you a nice starting location here just south of Kakariko. We have seen a couple of dark rooms, but when we saw them, they didn't have a sword, so might not have been dropped through the drop down there. Eastern and Pod are our 5-6 as confirmed by the bomb shop dude. Waterfall is Super Bunny, which is pretty convenient because Iker doesn't have enough money for Zora. We'll be able to check Zora Ledge, get it if he needs to, and then he can just take Super Bunny and see where that connector takes him. On the ledge, we've got small key. Can't skip that. All right, so I believe this is where Rick is going to get his sword. There is a small key to the Tower of Hera. I am incorrect. That's Bonk Rocks. Sword's coming soon. The Tower of Hera key is like one of those keys that you don't love to see early. At least I don't. I, in fact, never want to see the Tower of Hera small key. Rick confirming the Ganon location there. And is taking this connector. That's a little surprising. I mean, he can, in theory, come back, but it is a track, and we see that it's the arrow shop in the dark world, so that's not bad. Some pretty good dark world connectors here. All right, Super Bunny, we've got 20 rupees and a heart piece. All right, Ike are now up to 5 hearts. And it is the connector to the Dark Floating Island. That is interesting. Okay. We see another connector that we can't take, the Brothers connector there. He is going to jump down and do these other Dark Death Mountain checks. One of them is Dark. Rick, sword for Rick. And just a fortune shop. Fortune teller shop, excuse me. And it looks like Iker's trying to make his way through that dark room. Not sure which one it is since we don't have his audio. I'm guessing it's not the old man rescue, though. All right, so Iker now going to go over to Cairo Castle, and we'll be able to do, let's see, all 3. I imagine he'll do the dark cross as well. We've already done the back, so don't have to worry about that. Rick getting his $20. Just doing it blind. Saves time having to check it. Our first check in Hyrule Castle, another $20. Be interesting when Rick actually goes over to do the water checks. He should have money to do Zora, so we'll see if Zora's anything important. That could trip up Iker here if there's something important there. All right, the boomerang check, another $20. I see chat asking if cross key seeds with no pro are possible. It's been done. It's not in logic to do it that way. You're logically supposed to have the moon pearl. The seed won't make you do like super bunny stuff. But if you get the right dungeons in the right areas, you can finish the seed with no moon pearl. Oh, and I don't know if we saw this connector from Iker or not. We see ether there in Zelda Cell. I believe it was Quake from Meyer, but don't quote me. All right, so with that connector finished, don't have to worry about that again. This is just desert right. Pretty much a waste. And now with the sword, Rick will be able to take on these ball and chain guards. Does have to be careful. They're not free. But we'll get a check here in Agina's cave, which is Aga's tower. Using Samaria. Okay. Guard one down. Whoa. That's not what you want to do when you hit him with Samaria, and takes the death. I think the smart thing to do here would probably, man, that death spray is great, by the way, is just to, when you go into the room, face down, charge your sword, and let the ball and chain cards come to you. Ooh, we see the fire rod, I believe, in Dark Cross. That's a big find for Iker here. Okay, so the dark room that Rick is in is the back of Old Man, I believe. So that's pretty unnecessary here. Rick will be getting the dam here soon. It looks like one of the Hyrule Castle exits, I believe, is the front, takes us to Hype Cave. You're going to check the bomb shop. Nothing there. Rick is going to pick up some bombs. He's thinking about it and then thinks wisely to walk away. That's so tempting to pick up the bomb upgrades right there. But he's just over Zora money and wants to make sure he can check Zora here because he does have those flippers. You see a fairy there on Iger's side. Not sure what check that was, but not important. So Iker going to take the other Hyrule Castle exit here. So Rick, I believe, going to get the dam. We'll probably check the flooded location and then swamp, since it's just a stone throw away from Link's house. We still haven't seen anything in Eastern Palace area yet. We do see East Death Mountain. I always get excited when you see that entrance, though it's not Saha. It's the dark version of Saha. We see Sick Kid, no bottle. Make sure you mark that one down because that one can be easy to forget. We got one more check here. It's a small stone throwaway. Very easy. All right. So not much here on East Death Mountain. And Rick is taking the Death Mountain Descent Dark Connector. Completely out of logic, but that doesn't matter. That takes him to Dark. Okay, so now we know which one that is. So I don't believe we've seen any ways to rescue Old Man yet. Rick did a really nice job going through that connector. That one can be a little tough in the dark. We see a Turtle Rock key at the Hammer Peg spot, which is a ferry location on the eastern area. I believe Rick might be getting his hammer here in a second. No, not. He's doing the water checks, just not the correct one yet. So it's fine as long as he remembers it sooner rather than later. Hotel Mario there in the eastern area. Confirmed Eastern and Pod 5-6 crystals for Rick. Oh, we see Hera. Iker will be able to do the basement of Hera, though, again, not fully in logic, but, you know, that's not going to stop you from doing that, I don't believe. All right, so the Zora check is really interesting to me because it could be a while until Iker comes back here. We see Powder. All right. You can actually turn that in, I believe. I think that was over at the Useless Berry. Tower room number 2 for Iker here. Have both of them have already done the GT tower room? All right, Zora. 500 rupees. What do we get? Just a map. That is one expensive map. All right, so we're going to take a look at Hera Basement here. And it is another key. It's Turtle Rock. Rick will be heading through the Super Bunny connector here. You know, I was actually reading the Legend of Zelda Link to the Past comic book from Nintendo Power just recently, and the map to Turtle Rock was an Ice Palace. That was the only reason they did Ice Palace in that comic book. And we found Eastern. Just a stone's throw away from its vanilla location, too. What do you know? All right, $50 in the first check of Eastern. This might be my least favorite dungeon in all of Cross Keys is Eastern. I hate it so much. All right, so Rick gonna make the trek to get through these Lionels. Can he do it? Nice use of iframes. Love it. That was great. Totally missed what Iker picked in the second chest of Eastern there. We find Ice Palace. Okay. Rick double checking, making sure it is Ice Palace. It is. Looks like it was a crystal as well. We see a heart piece there for Iker, and that's actually the last logical check here in Eastern. So, and a bomb shot for Rick over here. Trying to piece together now that we've seen a lot of the seed, where it is that we're supposed to go here. It feels like we might need to go to the Dark World as a bunny. Nice navigation of the Dark Rooms for Iker. He is rewarded with a small key to Ganon's Tower. Okay. Right, Flip Hill reminded us that we have seen the front of Turtle Rock. The Samaria is in logic. The Fire Rod is not yet. Again, that's not going to stop you because you're going to get 3 checks from it. They do have 2 keys, though, so they can continue on. I don't know if I'd waste the keys. It depends, because I believe we've seen the right side of Turtle Rock, the big key entrance. It's done a really nice job of navigating through here on low percentage. Now Rick doesn't have that fire rod yet, so he won't be able to check Hera Basement for that. I believe that was a GT small. But we'll get his powder, which we can also turn in. Iker doing a nice job of remembering he does not have the hook shot. Or was it a Turtle Rock? Oh, Hera Basement. Okay. I imagine we'll see Rick head into Eastern at the Saha entrance here soon. And I think at this point you got to clear it. You see $300 and a heart piece. Nothing in the front of Turtle Rock. That's a little surprising. He is going to continue. This is going to cost him a key. It depends on... I don't know if he's going to go all the way through here. Like maybe he just checks this next check here with the chain chomps. I don't know if I'd want to burn another key. There's the cape. Okay. And he is going to burn that other key. I don't believe he has seen the right side of Turtle Rock. I believe... Oh, so... I think... We saw Bumper Ledge Connector in Kakariko. That's a thing. Gets a shield. And we're going to see the connector here for Turtle Rock. Where does left side of Turtle Rock take us out? That fire rod coming in really handy for Turtle Rock here. I believe this was the GT Small here in Eastern that Rick will be getting. Race Game. I don't remember seeing what was on Race Game. It's a heart container. Not progression, but you know, take it. Rick still hasn't done Hyrule Castle, I believe, and he needs to go into Swamp to that first chest to get that hammer as well. All right, so Ike, you're going to take this connector. I believe we saw this from Rick. I don't think it was anything. I think it was the Dark World, maybe Arrow Shop. All right, Rick might not kill the Pokey here since he doesn't have the fire rod and he's just on fighter sword. Excuse me. I just use the key that he has for now. Tried to powder the head, didn't work. Rick really putting this Samaria to work though, and it looks like we're gonna see that bumper connector here really fast from Miker here. Does take a little bit of fall. Gonna try that one again. Rick gets rewarded with his shield, and we'll be getting his cape here in a second. Okay, so we see the Turtle Rock Bridge here. Unfortunately, that doesn't give us anything. We see the Chicken Hut, which we do not have access to since we don't have that Moon Pearl. Nice dodging here from Rick on the chain jumps. Gets his cape. Takes a death. We'll mosey on out. Ooh, Rick actually going back to fight these ball and chain guards in Aga, which we have not seen. Iker going to turn in that powder. Are either of these progression? Powder gives us a small key to Swamp Palace. Oh boy. Back to Swamp we go. It does unlock a bunch of checks. Awful checks, but they are definitely unlocked. Just a heart container there in Aga Tower. See if Rick turns in that powder before he heads into the swamp. He's going to go to the front of... He's going to check that first chest of Turtle Rock, okay? Not sure where Iker's going here. This is... Oh, is he going to sequence break? Oh, yeah, he's going to do some checking of GT here. Does have that one small key. Hasn't taken the one under the pot. Mm-hmm. The only thing that we know is there's no fire rod over here, or no lamp. Excuse me. Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter. This is all lamp locked up, basically, because we found the fire rod in Dark Cross. I don't believe Rick's done Hyrule Castle yet either, so it's surprising to see him do some of these one-off checks and not do Hyrule Castle. It's just unfortunate that one of the one-off checks that he skipped is the mushroom, or excuse me, the powder. All right, we see a small key to Turtle Rock. We see $20. Got a compass and $50. It's not surprising that there's not anything over here because this isn't in logic, but I'm surprised. I thought he might take that key and continue on, but all right. So I think we're going to get the swamp check from Iker here now. I think we're going to get either the Moon Pearl or the Mirror would be my guess, because both of those are going to open up a whole bunch of checks. I think Mirror would be a little bit spicier. I'd be surprised if it was a hook shot. We've already seen the right side of Death Mountain. I do hope that Rick does do Dark Cross though, gets his Fire Rod. Iker still has a bunch of locations that Rick hasn't done. Rick is kind of last locationing his swamp mall here. Man, Rick has to be careful. Just kill the guy and use a bomb. Does get his ether. Let's see where he heads to. He's going to check his connectors here. Oh, he's got Dark Cross. Let's do Dark Cross, Rick. Make sure you do Dark Cross. He's not doing Dark Cross. That's unfortunate. Then there it is. There's the Moon Pro. All right. Game. I'd hate to continue on, but it's almost like you get the Moon Pearl and then you leave. But that'd be a little reckless. So he is doing the left side of swamp here. And unless the hook shot and big key here, unless the hook shot is here, it is a required triple dip of swamp if it is a crystal. We do know 3 of our crystals here. Okay, so Rick is doing the back Dark Cross here, so this is good. This will get him his Fire Rod. And Rick putting that Fire Rod to use. Light the room up so we can see where the ropes are. Take a quick death. And I imagine he'll check the next connector. Okay, left side swamp, left chest. What do you have? The map to Eastern Palace. Not needed. Thank you for nothing. Oh man, Iker has to be careful. I think there's some hearts down here. Is he able to make it through? Okay. Could have got 1.0 there. That would have been scary. And just a heart piece. So thanks for nothing, Swamp Palace. All right, so with Fire Rod in hand, I think, and starting at the sink, I think Rick will be checking out the right side of the front of Turtle Rock. Reasonable checks here. We know he needs to turn in that powder to get his Swamp Small, to get his Pearl from Swamp. Ugh, what a seed. And Iker, now in the Dark World, can do lots and lots of checks. We have lots of access to the Dark World through connectors. And you know what? Why not through the glove and the hammer as well? So pick your poison here. And at 50 minutes, our seed begins. And one of the first checks that Iker finds in the Dark World is Paradox Cave. 7 checks. Love to see this. See if we can get something spicy here. With this 300 and a heart piece. All right, we see a small key to Misery Mire and another 300 bucks. Five more checks here in Paradox Cave. Start with the compass to Ice Palace. Okay. The mitts. Wow. A big key to the Tower of Hera, which we've seen. And a small key to Castle Tower. Okay. Okay. That was quite the Paradox Cave there. Check one of the exits here. The middle exit takes us to just north of Village of Outcasts. Not bad. I actually kind of hate the mitts in this mode because it just opens up some checks that are awful, like the Smith chain. You see a fairy cave in the C-shaped house. Rick using his cape to go through this connector. We know that it's not going to get anything. Just a shop there at Thieves Town. You see the chicken hut coming up for Rick here. And he's running really low on locations. Gina's cave over at the what's this place called? The game, some sort of rupee game. I can't remember what it's called. We see a small key to Desert Palace. Okay. The chess game, that's what we call it. Okay, so Rick gonna get his Swamp Small here, and then we'll get his Moon Pearl shortly. Because I believe he's last location in this, which is never a feel good. The good thing for Rick though, cross key. There's a lot of cross keys left, so there's opportunities for him to make up some time here. We see Mire Shed at the Bombable Hut. Got 50 bucks, and we've got another 50 bucks. All right. So back to Swamp Palace for Rick. single arrow at the checkerboard cave there. Don't have to check hammer pegs, as I believe Iker. I'm not sure. I'm sure Rick came through there as well, but exited there somewhere. Iker skipping out on the game for now. Going to check out what Stumpy has for us. $20. Yeah, Rick has some time to make up here. Again, those checks that that Rick has done, Iker will probably make at the same time, so it's not completely lost time, but does have to make up some time. So dipping after the Moon Pearl would be really good for him. All right. Is turning in the Smith. Well, he's taking the Smith with him. We'll see how long the Smith lasts. There are certain entrances, I believe, that he can't go in. I think he can go in. Okay, so Rick does get the Moon Pearl and is continuing on. All right, into Skullwoods. No big key, but can get everything else. That fire rod can even check the back. It's like no diver, maybe diver down. I'm not sure. Don't know if Rick. Yeah, no diver down from Rick. The no hook shot has to come and get that small key first. All right, the big key location in Skull Woods is going to give us an item here. Just a second. Just a compass. 2 Thieves down. Iker blowing the hole in the wall, going to refill his magic here. Might even take a death warp, and that's what he does. So Rick getting his eastern map. This Smith is really going on a journey. Spike Cave. Awful spot for Spike Cave. This is not gonna end well. Nah, this is not gonna end well. Edgar realized it about halfway through. Yeah, this is not happening. All right, Rick now into the Dark World. Let's see if he gets goes to Paradox Cave here at the swamp entrance. I imagine he will. What's unfortunate about attempting that, what he did is he didn't get everything out of Skull Woods, so a little awkward here. And this is probably the best route he has to get to Kakariko. It doesn't look like he's going to Kakariko. I'm not sure where he's going here. Oh, is it Smith over here? Right. Smith, of course, is not vanilla because this is Krusky's. All right, Smiths. What have you got? $50, which in actuality is only 40 because they charge 10 to get that. So what a rip. All right, there's the mitts for Rick, and he's off. I think Iker might be going to check Zora here. No. He's checking out the ice palace entrance, which is Hammer Pegs. Okay. Excuse me, not Hammer Pegs, Mimic Cave. Gosh. It uses the hammer to get through Mimic Cave. And just bombs. All right, Iker, where are you heading to now? Have the pot area. You could go back to the Skullwoods area. We see, again, the single arrow there and a checkerboard for Rick. I can't remember where Hera was, but that's clearable now. So since Eastern and Pot are both crystals, we will need at least one bow here. It's hard to tell what we still need because we don't know which 7 crystals are needed to defeat Ganon yet. Oh, and it looks like we found a bow somewhere. I completely missed that. Rick getting his desert small. All right, we see the third exit or entrance for Paradox there. The flute 5 spot in the Dark World. See if Rick checks all of Skullwoods. There's that bow. Okay. So we will need the Eastern Big. We will need the Pod Big. If they find the hook shot or the boots, Meyer could be completable. We see Saha here. I believe that's in Pod. And we see that the green pendant is desert. All right. What 3 items are you holding? The compass, 2, Pod. Another sword, nice. And some bombs. Not bad. Rick sees and notes down Spike Cave. That's just an awful spot for it, too. Iker putting those flippers to work. I'm going to go check Dark Shopping Mall. Rick's going to give us those other checks in Skull Woods that we have not seen. All right, I believe that's a small key to the dungeon. Yep, it is. Is that a small key to Pod? Okay, and this last check will be another Skull Woods key, which he could use to exit if he wants to go do some more Dark World checks over here. I think he's probably thinking about. Does have to be careful down to one art. All right, so the other side of the Brothers connector. I remember we saw the other side somewhere. We're going to find out where that was here in just a second. Oh, up on Dark Death Mountain. Okay. Hookshot Cave entrance gives us Hookshot Cave. Vanilla. Good times. And I don't think Iker did these checks that that Rick is doing now here. Oh, I looked away right when he exited. Did not see where the other Hookshot Cave entrance exit was. Graveyard Ledge though here for Rick. TR Laser Bridge, awesome, thank you. And we see the big key to Turtle Rock. All right. I know for a fact that Rick has seen the right side of Turtle Rock entrance, so we can check that. And with the keys that he has, yeah, he can actually get all the way to Laser Bridge. All right, Ice Palace, anyone? This is going to be tough because not only you're a fighter sword, but he doesn't have a lot of magic to work with and no bottle. So we'll see how this works out. No bombs. Oh, we see Pod over on Rick's side. 3 keys and a bow. He's going to be able to make a lot of checks here. Oh, he does have Master Sword. Okay. Well, that doesn't change much, but it's fine. $20 and a heart piece on Iker's side. Now there's some magic decanters sprinkled out throughout this dungeon, but we'll see how well Iker knows those locations. I imagine he's going to Icebreaker, but again, that's even more magic that he's using. We do have anything to stun enemies with. Just a compass there. And I haven't seen any magic drops from enemies, so. All right, the map to Pod in Pod. Nicely done, Icebreaker. It's another heart container. Half magic would be great to find here. A first bottle with green or blue goo would also be nice. Rick gonna give us our bow side checks. Another shield. Not what you're looking for. Some bombs. Okay. bombs on Rick's side. Is picking up the extra magic here. Looks like we got a book on the bow lock side, which opens up a couple different checks. Let's see. Well, it opens up desert. We don't have access to either of the tablets yet. Take a look at iced tea for $50. Ice Palace not really paying out so far. King of Berna on Rick's side. Feels like we got to find something soon. Small key to Skullwoods. All right. Rick's got plenty of those. There is a heart piece. $20. No Ice Palace big. So, not sure what Iker's going to do here. He's going to go get the key. That will get him 3 more decanters. We'll need to get full health, though. Getting a bomb jump from a hammer jump, excuse me, from Rick's side. Going for the double bomb throw, nice. And is taking a death warp out of here. So nothing in pod, except for that book, which only gives us access to desert entrance. That's unfortunate for Iker. May not have to come back, though, so fingers crossed, I guess. Oh, it is a crystal. So you will have to come back. There is some awkward checks out there, like Chicken Hut is a little awkward. Oh, we got desert here with the desert small. We got a heart piece. I'd actually like to see one of our runners go up to Hera. There might be something there. We got a big key to Eastern. All right, that's another clearable crystal now for Rick. Maker taking that connector there for the first time, I believe. This spits him out at Aga 1. Castle Tower entrance. He's going to be able to get both checks since he does have a small key. forgot about the mire area. There is something over here. I'm trying to remember what entrance it was. Oh, it's the water fat ferry is over here. There's a big key to Ice Palace. Interesting. A GT small and our first bottle. That Ice Palace big, kind of incentivizes him to go back to Ice Palace at some point, but let's see where Rick heads off to. That's right. We do have, remember, don't forget the track Sick Kid. There's the right side of Turtle Rock, which Rick has that Turtle Rock big key for. Looks like he was thinking about checking that Ice Palace check. Remembers that Hera is right here, though. Or maybe this wasn't Hera. Excuse me. This is Super Bunny. Which takes us, I can't remember where. Imagine trying to keep track of all of this. Nice Ice Palace magic refill as Hiker gets there. The Turtle Rock big, which he just saw the right side of Turtle Rock. It's a little inconvenient. All right, Iker going to finish off his Skullwood checks. We see that Ether is required for Turtle Rock, though we don't have access to that to get there yet. All right, Dark Shopping Mall 4 for Rick here. Check out King's Tomb. All right, so I think we might be getting a catfish check from Rick here. Don't believe we've seen this check. May get excited for Hype Cave, and then it's not actually Hype Cave. All right, Catfish, what are you going to have for us? Hiker picking up his Eastern Palace big. All right, Catfish drops a compass, worthless Catfish. And even though Rick last locationed his Moon Pearl, it's honestly pretty hard to tell who's in the lead at this point. They've both done a lot of things that the other one hasn't done, so we're going to get a bit of crossover. as we get a bit of crossover, I'm going to take a few bites of my Son of a Baconator brought to me by Wendy's. And I'll be right back. All right, Rick does have to be careful. Down to 1 heart here. Shout outs to my wife for the burger. Eating good in the neighborhood. Is that the slogan? I'm not sure. That's a slogan for something. Is that Popeyes, maybe? No, Applebee's. Yeah, it's Applebee's. I've heard it somewhere. All right, so Iker going to do his pod check. Rick doing, again, a really good job at low percentage here. It feels like he's always on like a heart, 2 hearts. Going to get the information about Desert Palace and his Master Sword. All right, where is Rick off to? Does anyone remember where Hera was? Okay, so EP area has both Eastern Palace and Hera, which are both clearable by our runners here. At this point, just trying to gather as much information as they can about entrances. I think Swamp was a small stone's throw away. All right, so Iker making his way through pod. Don't believe there was anything of real value here. Rick might be picking up the Smiths here. All right, Smith turned in, getting his 40 rupees. And Ike will be visiting Catfish for his compass here in just a second. There's a quick map check, but we haven't actually seen a lot of maps. The maps that we've gotten for dungeons that we already have information for the most part. All right, Rick with the CT key in hand, I believe will be checking the next. No, he's going to take this connector, I believe. Oh, he's going to pick up the purple chest. Okay, this is a new check for us. I believe Iker's actually going to start clearing some dungeons here. I'm a little surprised neither one of them have done this, but here we go. Lunchbox to Gary. Gary gives us a big key to Thieves Town, which is over at the potion shop. That is big. All right, the big key gives us a compass in Turtle Rock, and he is going to use that small key that he's got to go to Laser Bridge. So, well, maybe. We'll see if he goes to Laser Bridge. He's at least going to check Crystal Roller. His iframes, he gets a small key to Thieves Town. Heyo. And Iker just got another key. I missed what it was to, though. The real question here is, do you check what the laser bridge door is first, or do you do the laser skips first? Because he's got about half the magic consumption. I'm not sure how well he's practiced his laser skips. Oh, not even going to be an option today. But he does have a fairy. Never mind. Fairy game is strong. Nicely done. First laser skip. Perfect. Gives him another pod key. Nice. What a great second laser skip. Gives him the map to Thieves Town. Missed the check for the third one. And a heart piece. Okay. 10 bombs. And we see where Laser Bridge entrance is. Okay. Nicely done by Rick. Has gloves, is able to do this check. Iker with the first crystal of the match. And it's mini Moldorm Cave. Huge. Possibly huge. Should be huge. Rick taking a couple of falls. Do it once. Why not twice? All right. Single rupee. Huge. 10 arrows. Even bigger. The hook shot. All right. On a scale of 1 to huge, that was very, very huge. Let's see where he's going to take this hook shot. Heart container number 12 for Iker. Not doing the bomb jump. And we got Hype Cave. Not hype. Small key hype. Pause me. Not hype. Not hype. That's like on a scale of 1 to hype, it's like a not very hype. So Iker is going to be up 2 crystals to none here in just a moment. Though Rick does have that hook shot. As well as the Thieves Town Big, which we don't know if it's a crystal yet or not. I don't believe. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. We haven't even seen any of this because we haven't had access to this. So this is really big. All right, Moldorm down. Chess game. The mirror. Holy smokes. The seed is just being cracked wide open by Adirondack Rick. We see another map on the top of Spec Rock, and we see the back of Skull Woods, which with 3 keys is fully clearable. Not fully in logic because of the lamp, but we do not care about the lamp. And so Iker needs to take the the Turtle Rock right exit entrance, whatever. Oh no, this is actually going to do it for him. He's going to get his hook shot here as well. And well, this is going to be pretty big. The big advantage that Rick does have, though, is he's done the purple chest for that Thieves Town Big. If that is required, it might be a minute until Iker does that. All right, so we're going to get a Mothula fight from Adirondack Rig here. Sick kid turning in just 10 arrows. Did not forget to track that. Down goes Moth. Nice hammer usage from Rick. Get $20 out of it and a crystal. Okay. So that's crystal number 1 for Adirondack Rick. Iker not too far behind here. We have the Old Man Rescue, which will be nice because that gives us a save and quit spot to just south of Kakariko. So that's going to be nice. So with the hook shot, we've got access to GT, Swamp Palace. Iker picking up a heart piece there for sale. Old Man not giving us much, but that saving a quit spot at this point is going to be really nice. So we're on the lookout to find which of the last 2 dungeons are our pendants. I believe we saw the mire entrance, which is fully clearable right now. You just gotta figure how do you want to prioritize some of this stuff. I think Iker was going for a death warp there, instead used his fairy. That's a little unfortunate. This might be the Ice Palace play from Adirondack. No, he's going to check these. Going to be able to check the tablet here and the Hera entrance. Just 10 arrows. It doesn't look like on the tracker Rick has the Ice Palace big. I can't remember exactly where that was, but Bombable Hut, 3 bombs. Right, the second chest of Castle Tower. So he is probably going to go in Ice Palace here. We'll be able to get everything but the big chest. So if you're rooting for the bomb squad, this is you want this chest to be empty. If you're rooting for, don't forget to track us. Something important needs to be here. All right, Mothula fight for Iker here. Nicely done. And that's crystal number 3 for Iker here. I imagine we'll see him come into Ice Palace after this as well. All right, as these runners finish up some of these things that we've already done, I'm going to take a quick little break and drink this delicious Coke Zero, now more delicious. Be right back. Nicely done there by Rick, using that red potion to get through. Is rewarded with a big key to GT. Always fun. Gets his second crystal here. I feel like Rick is probably in like dungeon clear mode now. It feels like he needs to start rushing some of those dungeons. Let's see how he prioritizes where he needs to go. We will get the Ice Palace big here soon. We do also know that the well is sitting there at Pyramid, so there is always that. Again, we don't fully know what we're looking for. We don't know if we need the Ice Palace yet. The Ice Rod, excuse me. I feel like we've seen every dungeon. We know where the back of Desert is. I'm a little surprised that I understand doing these checks, but you gotta start clearing out some dungeons here. All right, Iker, all stocked up, ready to go. Totally missed what was an Ice Palace big chest after all of that. Small key to Hyrule Castle. Okay, so not important. Don't believe it's on the tracker, so we don't have to worry about that one. Charter Rock is opening as Iker gets ready for his Cold Certified. Does have the shell gone and is swinging away. We see the arrow game at Charter Rock. I haven't been keeping track, but I don't feel like there's a lot of locations left that could have. I don't think we've seen maybe Waterfall Ferry. Oh, Hookshot Cave. Here's a big one. It gets a little too excited there. One more puff for Iker. All right, the map is Swamp Palace. That's good information. Another bottle. Okay. The shovel. Fun. Another bottle. Good times. So we get Swamp is a pendant. Thieves Town is a crystal. Turtle Rock is a crystal. So we do need the ice rod. So Iker will need to do that purple chest. That's going to be a big question as to when does Iker get to the purple chest. We see the library there. And Rick going to get, I believe, 10 arrows here from the sick kid. So I believe that means Meyer is our last pendant, if I'm looking at this correctly. So Rick just needs that ice rod. Needs the ice rod and the Thieves Town Big, which we know is in purple chest. And it looks like Rick is going to make his way to Thieves Town now. We do need the pod big. Thank you. We do need the pod big. Boots have not been required for the seed. And at 1 hour and 47 minutes, it's like, what's the point? So we've seen all of Eastern, we've seen all of Hera. We know that they're not, that Ice Rod and the iPod Big are not there. This Thieves Town, the back of Thieves Town will be new information, and it feels like GT is going to have something because we haven't seen any of the left side of GT. So the real question is, where's that lamp to put the fire rod in Logic? I mean, the fire rod hasn't really unlocked much that I can think of. Rick making use of Cane and Burner there. I think the Turtle Rock Smalls are like an Eastern and Hera or something like that. Convenient exit for Hookshot Cave for Iker. Let him save and continue from the library. See where he's off to. Iker really needs to prioritize at some point that purple chest. It's just unfortunate. He might find everything else. That might be one of his last locations. GT is a little spicy here, and it looks like he's going to go finish off Swamp Palace. Fully understandable. Nice powder there from Rick. Take a look at the Thieves Town big chest. There's the Swamp Palace big. Okay. Okay, game. All right, gonna get some checks back of Swamp Palace here. See if there's anything here. There's $300 and 3 bombs. A little off script here for Rick, but should be no problem here on the last phase. We get a big key to pod. Ooh, that's pretty big. And an Ice Palace small from Blind. All right. So for no mode, we are down to the Ice Rod, which could be at this point feels like it's either GT or Meyer. I don't feel like there's a whole lot left. So it looks like Rick is going to finish off the Hera and Eastern crystals here. Then I imagine he probably makes his way to GT after this. We'll see where Iker wants to go. He might be heading to GT soon. He might finish off Pod here. All right, and $20 off of Argus. Save and quit from Iker. Missed. What was in the Eastern Palace big? I might have been like a Turtle Rock small or something here. Yeah, Turtle Rock small. So now Rick has enough Turtle Rock smalls to finish up. So he's looking for that Ice Rod and that Pod Big. The Pod Big being in Swamp Palace. So really, this is going to be a race to their respective big keys. Both of them are in pretty bad locations for their opponent. If Iker happens to do purple chest after Pod, I believe it'll be his race to lose. If he doesn't, it's going to be pretty close. Nicely done by Rick. And with 4 Pod smalls, Did he already check Harmless Hellway? So he's not going to be a full clear of this, but he will be able to check. Obviously, he'll be able to kill Helma. And then he'll probably check the big chest. All right, so this is going to be Hera for Rick here. And crystal number 5. All tied up on crystals. Hiker does have the swamp pendant that he's completed, where he did get the pod big. Rick not Herapodding, just going directly up, which is fine if you're not comfortable Herapodding. This can end up a lot of times waste more time trying to do the setup. Both of the runners actually have already done the basement of Hera, so don't have to worry about that. And on to the Helma fight for Iker here. And we get a Moldorm fight from Rick. Down goes Helma, down goes Rick. Moldorm being a punk. Helma's rewarded with a boss art. Nice. And just like that, we're tied up with crystals again. Going to get a new check from Iker here. This is going to be Graveyard Ledge. I believe we've seen this. Just the fairy fountain. So no purple chest for Iker. I thought he might be heading in that direction, but this is a GT play. It looks like we're actually going to get simultaneous GT plays from our runners here. Or maybe not. Is this Meyer maybe? No, where are they going? Yeah, so Meyer for Rick. And Meyer for Iker. Wow, this is a little surprising. Yeah, Iker walked past GT. I feel like that just surprised me. So this is going to be a full clear for both of them, I believe. Rick is clearing it as this is a full clear route from Rick. Maybe we find the boots here. All right. Big G with a flute. Very nice. Does not give us access to anything. At this point, is kind of useless. They can activate it because they're right here in Kakariko, but doesn't really do anything. Nothing like a good 2-hour flute. There's the flute for Iker. It is crazy that through all of this, they are both in the same dungeon about the same time. All right. The big chest has 10 arrows. There is the tempered sword. Nice. Spike chest gives us a heart piece, not a refill you're kind of hoping for. A little surprised that Rick didn't just go through and hookshot this chest, but that works. There's the lamp. Wow. Rick actually going to give away a little bit of time here. Since he got here first, but they're going to be just about neck and neck here. Magmeyer got a lot easier with both that lamp and the tempered sword here. No spooky action, of course. Just a room apart, though. I feel like there's enough of the seed where you, and since you are in Kakariko, that you activate that flute. I imagine they both will activate their flute after Meyer here. Both going in from the right side. Okay. Down to 3 hearts for both of our runners. Gotta be a little careful. Nicely done. Just the big eyeball for both of them. Down goes Viddy. Down goes Viddy. They're rewarded with a map. Garhara and pendant number 2 for Iker. Pendant number 1 for Rick. And off to activate the flute. Bird is the word. We are off. Where are we going? It looks like Brick is heading to GT. Iker to Turtle Rock, I believe. Yeah, so he hasn't done any of these checks. I don't think he's seen Laser Bridge yet either, so. This is only Rick's second trip into GT. He has not done the right side. He did Hope Room and Tile Room, which was the Meyer Big. He hasn't been back in to do the map side, so these are going to be some new checks here. We're going to find something. As viewers, we just need to know where the ice rod is. And there's the boots. There is the big key to desert. Okay. And the small key to Castle Tower. All right. There are our silver arrows. At this point, even if we find the ice rod here in the basement of GT, I believe we're going to see both of our runners climb. There is the 4 at the top. They have 4 small keys and a big key. And the well is at the pyramid, so. We're having a little bit of trouble here in the snake room. 3 bombs. And it does look like Iker will be joining Rick here in GT in just a moment. He'll be getting his boots and his silver arrows pretty soon. All right, we got $100 in random room. The blue mail. Nice old 207 blue mail. There's the ice rod. There it is. That is for us, the viewers. Now the question is going to be, who gets their big key first? Is Iker going to do purple chest before Rick does the back of Swamp Palace? Mirror shield in the big chest of GT there. Mini Helma bullies Rick off the edge. There's the boots for Iker. Hello, Bob. Nice little refill as they go drop into Armos Knights on ice this time. Silver arrows for Iker. Heart container. Big key to Skull Woods. Back to Misery Mire. Rick still has the right side. I believe that the climb is too tempting. You've got 9 items up there. It's just too tempting. I believe for both the runners, since they will both be looking for a big key here. All right, there's a mirror from Rick. He's leaving. Where is Rick off to? This is huge. Going to 7. Oh, he's going to finish Turtle Rock. Yeah, I like this play. Iker might make the same call. He's going to do Ice Armos, and we'll see where he wants to do next. Not sure which is more likely. I'm not sure. I literally have no idea which one is more likely to do their respective items. Like, is Rick more likely to do the backup swamp? I don't know. Maybe? All right, there's the Skullwoods Big for Iker, and out he goes. And he's climbing. Ice on the floor. Heads are down. The party up in here. Crystal number 6. Adirondack Rick. Rewarded with a red boomerang. So if you're just joining us, Rick with 6 of his 7 required crystals. Iker with 5. The ability to finish the 6 with that ice rod in hand. Both of them just looking for big keys. Iker for the Thieves Town Big. Rick for the Pod Big. The Thieves Town Big is in the purple chest. The Pod Big is in the back of Pendant Swamp Palace. Looks like we're gonna get a pedestal check from Adirondack Rick. I think this is actually worse for him, as he's even less incentivized to go into Swamp Palace. It is just pocket change. Iker is making the climb. There is 4 checks up here, as well as the well, the Kakariko well. We're checking Zora's or Desert Ledge. Just the blue boomerang. It is a required triple dip of Pendant Swamp Palace. You don't have to clear it, but the hammer, the Moon Pearl, and the Pod Big are all there. You could actually make it only a double dip, actually. But that's very unlikely. Not sure how many item locations we have. I haven't fully been keeping track of that, but Rick is still opening stuff up or checking. Here's Waterfall. 10 arrows. The gold sword. Okay. There's a small key here. This is for Misery Mire. Rick gonna open up Mire and check desert here. There is blind set. All right. Rick's probably thinking, oh boy, I found it. Here we go. Blind set. That's actually a little unfortunate there. Didn't push the blocks the correct order. We're not going to find it here. We already know where there are. There's a Misery Mire, small. There's Bombos. Just going to fill out that menu. There's Quake. Aga 2 down for Iker. Going to get checks in the well. Maybe the mushroom. I think that might be the only thing we haven't seen at this point. Three bombs. Another bottle. That's number 4. 10 more arrows. The map to Skullwoods. And $20. Where's Iker off to? We might do Turtle Rock now. Oh, have we not seen the top of CT yet? It's crazy that we have 2 runners both looking for different big keys. All right. Back of desert for Rick here. Oh man, I got excited. It looked like he might be going to the Dark World, which we know he needs to do to get to the purple chest for Iker here, but turned back and is going through the bumper ledge connector. I wonder if anyone ever checks the spiral connector, which puts you on the top of bumper ledge. The fairy cave there. Rick knows he doesn't need this pendant. Oh, it is a green pendant. Okay, so he's going to collect this one. Chicken Hut, which we saw 15 minutes in or something. Checking it now. It is just 3 bombs. And here is Turtle Rock for Iker. This will be the second chest. Castle Tower for Rick, which I believe is the Ice Palace big. All right, Rick, fluting away. I imagine to turn that green pendant in. I think this is the GT climb here. Yeah. All right, so The ball is now back in Iker's court. That is crystal number 6 for Iker. Is it going to be a flute to number 3? Flute 3. He's in the dark world. Is he going to check the Skull Woods big? He is. All right. So he's going north. Still haven't seen that mushroom. Okay, having a little bit of trouble with the bomb jump here. First time, it's a heart container. Mirrors out. Is he heading south? This is Spike Cave. At some point did pick up half magic, so that's nice to get through here. Is going to take a peek at the pedestal as well and find that that's not the answer. Pre-Moldorm 2. Thank you, Claire Mouse, our tracker. Shoutouts to Claire Mouse tracking for us today. I was going to try to calm and track this, but she came in and saved the day, so shoutouts to Claire Mouse. All right, Spike. Do you have our mushroom? $50. Save and quit. Starting at Sanctuary. Flute out. Where are you going, Iker? Back to 3? Is this a back to 3? It is this. Nope, this makes sense. He hasn't seen some of these checks. We're last location on both sides. Butter sword for Iker. All right, there's the, I think this was another Meyer key. Yeah, Meyer key for Iker. After the well and Blind's Hut for Iker, there's not a ton left for each one of them. Iker does desert, the back of desert. It turns in green pendant. That might give Rick time to get to Swamp Palace first. I'm not sure. Yeah, Rick's got the ice big and he's got the Skull Woods big. There's just different. Each one of them have kind of like off locations that they haven't checked. Iker hasn't done Zora yet. Bombos and Quake here for Iker. Rick gonna drop down to the well. I believe get a bottle or something here. There's that red bottle. 10 more sticks. The map to Skull Woods again and $20. Rick, where are you going, dude? Where are you going? This is not Swamp Palace. Back to Pod. This is a green pendant turn-in, I believe. This is where Saha is. This race is just so crazy. Both of them have opportunities to have won this race. This is literally anyone's race to have won. There's the red mail from Saha. All right, Rick, where are you going to start? Where are you going to flute? Starts at his house. That's very close to Swamp Palace. Runs the opposite direction. I think this is to turn in the shovel. This will be desert for Iker. Shovel gives us a small key. Rick says, you know what? I don't need any more small keys, game. Back to 4. This is the direction that Rick needs to go. Does he go down? He does. He's heading south. This is the play. This is it. Rick back in Swamp Palace. This is where he will find his pod. Big key. Iker still has a chance. Needs to forget about that green pendant and immediately go to 3. Go into the dark world. Grab that purple chest. Mirror. Turn it in and get his East down big. Can he do it in time? Mirrors. Pulls out the flute. There's the heart container in the swamp big. Rick needs the swamp small. This is a flute to 5. This is to turn in the green pendant. This will be his red mail. The clock is ticking on Iker. Diver down for Rick. 240. Let's open some chests. I don't know why. Rick, you gotta go. I know you don't know where your opponent is, but stopping to pick up these checks are... There. Oh, no, he needs... Oh, never mind. He needs the big key. Of course he's opening chests. Don't mind me. It's only been almost 3 hours. There is the big key to pod. That is go mode for Rick. Yeah, someone send another Baconator to my house with a Coke Zero. This time, give me some Baconator fries. Make it my way. Is that Burger King? All right. Off to pod for crystal number 7 for Adirondack Rick. Dashing his way through. Zora time for Iker. The time is ticking away. The map drops from Zora. Where is Iker off to now? Looks like the Dark World. Not sure where to next. Mimics for Rick. We are a cutscene away from the back. Gonna do boots checks on Iker's side. There is the potion shop, which we have not seen yet. Still no mushroom. There is the mirror. A little powder, a little bomb, a little fire rod from Rick. And we are off. Dark Turtles, hello. Nicely done there for Rick. I believe this will be a shovel turn in for Iker. Hammer dash from Rick. King Helma, meet my hammer. There's the key. Iker says, you know what, I'll take another key. King Helmet is down. Crystal number 7 for Adirondack Rick. Just a mirror, a flute, and a dash away from facing off with Ganon. Big Chest of Desert gives us $20 from Iker's side. There is the mirror. There is the flute. The bird comes and picks him up. 2-3. Dash down. Pull out the hammer. Go into the Magic Bat entrance to face off with Ganon. Alright, just 6 slashes with this gold sword for phase 1, 6 slashes for phase 2. Just like that, we are in phase 2. Iker wants to do everything he can except for the purple chest. Understandable. I hate the purple chest. The smith chain can go away. All right, so on to phase 3. Just need to slash him one time after he stops warping. That's number 2. Come on, Ganon. Work with us here, dude. Come on, dude. All right. One more slash will move us into phase 4. Where you just need to freeze Ganon with your gold sword. Shoot him with a couple of arrows. There's one. There's the torches. Switch over to arrows again. There's number 2. Looking to set up a double here. 1 and 2. And there you go. That's how you do it. The game is complete. Adirondack Rick is going to take this game and get the Bomb Squad 3 more points in week 5 cross keys. Get your GGs in chat for Adirondack Rick. See if we can get these guys in here to chat a little bit. I can confirm that Iker did forfeit. We're running low on time, so he is going to play a little bit more, but he's going to forfeit. Let's see if I can get him in here and talk to both of them before we do run out of time. So get your GGs in chat for both Adirondack Rick and Iker. And we are joined by today's winner, Adirondack Rick. And it looks like Iker will be joining us here in just a second. Then we're also joined by Iker. GG's to both of you. What a seed, huh?
Oh, yeah. Incredible seed. Putting 9 checks post the GT climb and having nothing coming out of any of those.
Yeah, we've had information. We've had the go mode information for quite some time, and it was just trying to see who would get to theirs first. Rick, you were looking obviously for that pod big. Iker, you were looking for the Thieves Town big. I mean, let's just talk kind of about that opening with the hammer and swamp and what you need to get that, and then the moon pearl. Tell us about if you guys can even remember at this point, the opening of that seed.
I just hated the fact that I waited until after getting that hammer out of swamp chest number 1 to get that swamp small out of the magic bat. I hated seeing that too, because then when I found the moon pearl inside of Swamp Palace, I knew, okay, that hammer's no longer an advantage for me.
Yeah, Iker actually had the AI hammer a good 15 minutes before you had it.
Yeah, people make fun of me for routing and going down the South Shore, but having the gloves immediately in Sanctuary and the bombs, I could just do that entire thing, and I found the dam early. So
yeah,
first time in Swamp Palace, I can get hammer.
I can't blame you for making that move, especially in this kind of mode, especially when Hyrule Castle is right next door, so that way you can lump those 2 checks together.
Yep, and that powder was that in the Hera basements?
No, it wasn't, because I had it. I never did Hera basement.
I don't remember where it was then, but
I thought you did do Hera basement. No, because you didn't have the fire rod when you went in. Never mind.
Yeah,
I spent the better part of like an hour and a quarter trying to figure out how I'm supposed to even have that fire rod.
Yeah, it turns out it was pretty convoluted.
Oh, very. I don't know what the logic is for that, but you needed the hook shot, which is behind the Titan's mitts, or behind the mirror on the mountain. I don't even remember where the mirror was. But yeah,
that was the other point where I thought I had lost a big chance to get you in this race. Was I took forever to get to that hook shot in what was it, Mini Moldworm?
It was the Mitzlock entrance up on East Death Mountain.
Right, Mitzlock entrance, but what was the cave
I think it was
there?
Was it Mini Moldworm? It might have
been. It was Mini Moldworm Cave.
Yeah. And I'm like, shoo, I could have had this a long time. That's would have gotten me over the other side of the mountain. Oh, hi there, Mirror.
I think that was our only way to the mountain. That side of the mountain was through that hook shot. And the mirror was over there too, which made it very, very nice trip. I don't know when I did that in relation to you, but I also did it kind of late after getting the mitts. I got to check a few other places first. Well, I didn't go back till I got the bottle. I don't remember where the bottle came from. That gave me, I have Sick Kid and I had that entrance.
I love the double bottle hookshot cave.
Yeah, that was great. So
I had yet to do Sick Kid, because the way I was going to do it is I was checking that stuff on the top first after getting that hook shot, and I was like, okay, after this I'm going to go down and check the Sick Kid with my 1 bottle. Oh, hi 2, hi 3.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting to see how you guys prioritize some things. Like Rick, you kind of put off dungeons you could clear for quite a while. Iker was up a couple dungeons on you, and then I was a little surprised you guys both chose Mire over GT. You guys are actually both in Mire at the exact same time. I was a little surprised you both chose that especially at the same time, especially when Iker you walked right past GT at that point.
I did it because GT would take me away from there, and we didn't have food at the time, so it would have been a long walk to get back. Like, it's not really a long walk.
That kind of was the same thought process, and it's more because Misery Mire has burned me in other cross key races, so I'm like, I'm gonna check this before I get into GT, and then Well, at least I got a nice fresh sword out of all of this and a lamp. Because if you noticed, when I got that lamp on that bridge, I was ready to mirror out of there. I was not going to do Vitreous in the dark with the arsenal that I had, but unfortunately that lamp was like, well, I guess I got to go finish this now.
I just wanted to finish it to see if it was a crystal or pendant, because I didn't know at the time what it was. It was either that or I think Thieves Town was my options for which one was the crystal. If it was that one, I was in one item go mode instead of two. Turns out it was two.
Yeah, that makes sense.
At that point in time, I already knew that Misery Mire going in was going to be a pendant because I had already eliminated all the other crystals. I believe, what was it? Tower of Hera was the last uncertain one, and when I got a crystal from that dungeon, that was like, okay, that's my complete setup.
So those were the first two ones I did. As soon as I had the big keys for both, it's like, okay, going over there, so I never have to go back to Eastern area. Finish Eastern, finish Hera.
Like, I was thinking about it, and then all of a sudden everything else started to line up, like that Thieves Town big key, Eastern big key, Tower of Hera big key. Okay, I got 3 dungeons I can do back to back to back at this stage.
Yeah, my downfall was just never found a reason to go back and get purple chest. Because we got mirror late, or got mirror mid-game, got flute really late. So just getting there wouldn't have been too bad, because there's a connector right by the guy you turn into.
Yeah, the only reason why I had even considered it was the fact that there was that old lady connector that took you to hammer pegs.
Yeah, you just can't take that purple chest through that connector.
Yeah, I was thinking, wouldn't it be neat to take that through? And then I'm like, nope, I can't do that. It's going to say, can't you take me someplace nice? And that would be the end of that. But yeah, I was like, okay, I've got to complete this chain of this stage because there's no other reason for me to be in the Village of Outcasts. That was more of the thoroughness at that stage.
Yeah, that was probably a smart move. I did not, because I think I had other things I wanted to, like go back to Skull Woods. I was looking for items in Skull Woods I hadn't touched yet. Had a whole bunch of items there. So I bypassed it.
I mean, through it all, the race, I mean, it came down to who was going to do their their one kind of awkward check first. And I think the Skullwoods or Swamp Palace being a little less awkward since it had more items than, you know, the lone purple chest kind of turned things in Rick's favor. But
yeah,
I mean,
at that point, I had the chicken coop, which I had marked off because I found that as Bunny Link. I had that one check in Ice Palace because I found the big key afterwards. And then maybe another annoying check somewhere else, but it's like I've got to go swamp at this stage after I'm done checking green pendant.
Yeah, at the end I was down to purple chest and pyramid, and the bomb entrance in the pyramid, which I don't think was anything because we found all the entrances.
That was a weird spot for that bomb shop too on the island.
Yep, sure was. Gotta flute it away.
all right, so this is going to put this is going to get 3 more points for the bomb squad. That puts you at 2 and 7, and then don't forget to track us. That's 4 and 5. I don't believe either. I'm not sure of the bomb squad if you're eliminated yet or not. But don't forget to track us. You're still in the thick of it. How you feeling going into the last couple of weeks here? For I guess for both of you guys.
Go ahead, Rick.
I just don't want to get relegated. So this win does feel nice to at least give us, for temporary purposes, a win above that German name that I keep butchering the name of.
Yeah.
So this feels good, and I just have to hope that Friday with Fred versus his opponent, Pretty Wong, I think it is.
Yes.
I just got to sit there and hope that Fred can get the task done so that we can get to 3 wins for this for the end of this week to give us a little bit of a cushion, because I don't really want to go into week 7 having that to be the ultimate decider of who gets relegated.
Have you played the bottom team yet?
No, that's who we face in week 7 in the Randomizer co-op.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, good luck to you. It was a good race, so good job. We're like, I guess, kind of happy with where we are. Wish we had more wins, but we've been like 1-1-ing every team so far.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it keeps going.
And if you 1-1 every team in this division, it's really, really a good thing because of how stacked this division is. It is not an easy feat to try to win out all the matches in this division. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. We're just happy not being relegated. Also, we'd like to be in the top 4, but yeah, we'll just be happy to stay in the division.
All right. Well, GG's to you both. We've got a couple races going on right now. Oh, we got one race in the Invitational going on right now over on SpeedGaming 4. Salty Fry versus Scrub Casual. And then at 11:10 p.m. tonight on SpeedGaming Prime, we've got Plasma Kappa versus Wasi 28. So make sure you check those out. We've got more races coming up as we finish off week 5 here, Kruskies. And then next week we head into just plain old open. What do you guys, feel about your chances in the open mode?
Open's going to be interesting for our team, more out of the fact that, these last few weeks have been very, very difficult. It's going to be Fred and Sinak going in week number 6 for our team here as I take a week off myself to get ready for the co-op Randomizer. It's going to be a fun week with the open mode.
Yeah, we play the top team in open, so it's going to be a little bit rough, but we'll see what we can do.
All right. Well, any last thoughts before we close this out?
Well, thanks for the tracking and the restream and the commentating. Thank you, PRH and Clear Mouse.
Thank you for doing all the talking for the last 3 hours.
Yeah, no problem. All right. So that's going to do it for us here on Speed Gaming 3. Make sure you check out some more of those races. Big shout outs again to Claire Mouse for tracking this for me. And yeah, GG's to our runners, and we'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.